All right, welcome back to the Tool World Podcast. I'm your host, David Jew, and I'm here with Master Jew.
Hello there, Mr. Jew.
Hello.
All right, you know what? Maybe I should just ask you the question.
No, I'm going to ask you the question anyways. So we have our IIC coming up. So if you still want to register, you can do so. It's in person, Fairfield, New Jersey. If you want to do it virtually, just send us an email. We're taking waitlist, and then kind of depending on the interest, we'll have the virtual portion or not.
I don't even know why people should do that, but
yeah,
I get it, no problem.
Right.
I mean, we do our Tool World, we do have that as virtual.
Yeah, and I think it comes down to a lot of times these things are kind of a requirement.
Right.
If I want to test for 5th Dan, I have to have a certification, an international instructor's course, and this is only pertaining to our organization. It could be different, but I'm gonna guess it's the same in other organizations, right? So yeah, for us, we do have to have that, right? And so why is it important to have this certificate? Should I buy the certificate if I do the course?
Yeah, actually, I had that question as well. I get that all the time. Do I need to buy that? Should I get it? Should I not get it? And this goes back way, way, way back. I mean, even I remember when I got my first international instructor certificate and it's signed by General Che, way back then.
Right.
And it was originally kind of a one-time deal. Once you had it, you are international instructor.
Yeah.
Right? And that's another issue because sometimes people go, I got it, and I'll never go again. Well, okay, I kind of get it, but I don't really get it because things change and we forget. I forget all the time myself. And so continuous training is important, and I think that's also true with anything, right? Whether it's hairdressers, whether it's CPR,
Yeah.
right? Whether it's whatever it is. You do need to maintain knowledge, or that's what it is. That's what this course is all about. So is it important? As far as certification, I think it is. I think it's important. I was thinking about it because sometimes we get people who says, oh, he's just a certificate hunter. What does that mean? He's looking for certificates everywhere. But I was thinking about it a little bit more, and I kind of think that certificates, whether it's, whether you think it's of value or not value, I think it is important. I'll give you an example. I took this course, this cardio kickboxing course. I think it was like 20 years ago. It's nothing new. It was only like a day or whatever it was, and then you got certified. You're a certified cardio kickboxing instructor. But it was just a drill, right?
Okay.
And it was just by an organization. And if you ask somebody, well, what organization were you certified? Blah, 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 and what makes that the standard?
Right.
It's
well, it's
their
standard. It's that
their
organization,
standard.
so it depends on how big they are.
Right. Personal trainers. I was certified by 24 Hour Fitness. Okay, that's a fairly big organization.
Yeah.
But is it different than I was certified by Equinox? Or if there was a government certification, maybe that might become more important, right? Like I think some countries actually do that. And so you have to be certified before you can teach, but not here in America. I could just certify and say, oh, you're an instructor.
Tool World instructor?
That's right. And what standard is that?
Yeah. Well, the standard comes from the resume, right, of what you produce. So if I'm a personal trainer, right, am I fit? Do I have good knowledge in that, right? That's why you have to be certain, you have to have a certain look to it, right? So if you're a Tool World instructor, I imagine it'd come down to well, what kind of students do you produce? What kind of standard do you hold, right? When other people look at it, they go, well, yeah, that is some Taekwondo, right?
Yeah. Here's the reason why I started to think a little bit more about certification. Why is it important? I think from a self-defense point of view, I think it is pretty important, regardless of what, who that guy gave it out. And the reason being is this. When you're in self-defense and you get into confrontation and someone gets really hurt, well, hopefully you got to defend yourself, right? You got to be the last guy standing, I would say. But then you've also got the other fight, which happens to be the courtroom fight, because if you're the last one standing, that means someone is seriously injured, or maybe not be here anymore, whatever. And you're probably going to have to go to court and explain what happened. Now, I can just say, well, I'm an 8th degree black belt and I know. Well, how do you know? Well, let me show you. I take all these courses. I'm certified CPR. I'm certified ITF international instructor. I go to all these courses. I go to tournaments that gave me certification that I was there, right? I gone to seminars. I went to a knife seminar. I went to a ground seminar. And so I have all of this certificates. And it kind of tells the people or who you're talking to your experience,
Right.
your training, your knowledge, you go out there and learn. That's kind of what it is. And so when you have that kind of information, it's not just, well, I train in the backyard and we worked on these techniques and yeah, I know that works, but you went to a course. That's kind of your tool for that time. Now, getting back to the IIC certificate, so I think it is important. I'm kind of a bigger fan of certificates. But going back to the IIC course, do you need an international instructor's certificate? Well, originally the certificate was to allow you to teach class, right? I mean, do you really need a certificate to teach? Well, officially, to teach around the world. So not just in your dojo. It also was supposed to allow you to do examinations, right? Up to a certain rank based on your rank. So you could. But if you didn't have the international certificate, you're supposed to be under someone that is an international instructor.
Right.
Right? And then they would direct you to do that. But how many people actually travel? How many actually teach in other locations? They probably don't have that very much.
Probably not.
So you're stuck in that spot.
Right, right.
Do you need that international instructor certificate? Maybe not.
Well, technically, yes, to test, so.
To test something.
Yeah.
No,
to test yourself. To test to the next rank, you do need that, right?
Well, no, I don't know if you do. Just in our organization, you need to have participated in the international instructors course.
Oh, but do you need the certificate itself?
Right.
Well, yeah, why are you going to do the course but not have the certificate?
Well, you do get an international instructor's training certificate.
Yeah.
And then at that point, you can then turn that in to get the international instructor certificate.
Seems like you should just have the real deal versus the training one.
Well, that does cost more.
Yeah, but you're already paying an amount for the instructor's course, right? You might be already flying out there too. So.
Right. So, my recommendation is like if you're turned 4th degree, get the international instructor certificate, and then maybe you'll open up your own school, or maybe you're someday down the road you go and do a test for somebody or whatever, right?
Right.
So just get it, but once you have it, you're good to go as long as you keep up. Do those courses, keep up with knowledge. And we should do that anyway. We do forget. There's no doubt.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
I know this is not the most exciting topic.
Well, anyways, keep doing those courses, get those certificates, and then increasing our knowledge, right? But
how many certificates do you have? It's like stacks.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Anyways, as always, don't forget to be safe.
Keep training.
I'll see you guys next time.
Take one.